The intricate dials, the glimmering bezels, and the luxurious materials that make these watches a true embodiment of sophistication. Whether it's a casual day out or a glamorous soiree, these watches effortlessly capture the essence of each moment, becoming integral parts of the character's distinctive personas. Join us on a visual journey that showcases the fusion of fashion and horology, where Barbenheimer watches take center stage. From sleek and modern designs to vintage-inspired classics, these time-honored accessories add a touch of timeless allure to the characters' ensembles, elevating their style to new heights. This is Luxury Prima. The Barbenheimer movement reached a peak on July 21st with the highly anticipated simultaneous release of the blockbuster movies Barbie and Oppenheimer. The ironic mashup alludes to the amusing contrast between the sugary celebration of Mattel's popular doll and the somber ethical and historical undertones from the tale of the man who invented the atomic bomb. As we observed everyone's watches from the big screen and promotional tours, TAG Heuer and Hamilton stood out as the top contenders because they were almost the only watch brands in Barbie and Oppenheimer respectively. Even while there may not be a thematic Barbenheimer equivalent in the watch industry, it is nevertheless amusing to witness references from both watch companies on the red carpet and films, thanks to the brand's collaborations with the actors. A bit of a warning though, spoilers ahead as we examine the brilliance of these Barbenheimer watches. TAG Heuer X Barbie. A Ken doll leads by luxury, thus it seems to reason that he would be donning 3 watches at once. I'm sure you're all aware of the Coco Chanel rule. Before you leave the house, you take one thing off. The Ken rule is that you put 3 things on. Gosling explains in GQ's Ken Things Ryan Gosling Can't Live Without. Gosling highlights 3 TAG Heuer Carrera watches to his own personal collection, drawing inspiration from his on-screen counterpart. It should come as no surprise that Beach Ken struggled with a gender role reversal he faced in reality versus Barbieland, given Ryan Gosling's ambassadorship with TAG Heuer. However, it did give us Gosling in a fur coat, along with several pairs of sunglasses and no less than 3 different vintage Heuer Carrera chronographs on his wrists at the same time, as reported by Hodinkee. Ken bringing patriarchy and plenty of horses to Barbieland was noteworthy in the second act of the movie. The pieces themselves date to the 1960s and 1970s, just a few years after the 1961 launch of the first Ken and before Heuer was acquired by TAG Racing. However, we speculate that the watches were chosen more for their pure golden decadence than for their horological significance. All 3 are landmark pieces in Heuer's history of chronographs. As a final touch, Gosling deviated from his pastel blue and pink suit in Toronto for the Canadian leg of marketing by donning a more contemporary pink TAG Heuer Carrera date 36mm according to media reports. Hamilton X Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is subtle and practical in contrast to Ken's arrogance and flair. Instead of wearing 3 watches simultaneously, Murphy switches between them during the movie. He later dons a 1940s Hamilton Endicott with a sub-dial at 6 o'clock, a champagne dial, gold hands, and a brown calf leather strap. Murphy's collection is complete with a 29mm Hamilton Lexington, the company's first stainless steel watch regarded for military service, to uphold Nolan's precedent on historical accuracy and character expression. Oppenheimer's effort to develop the atomic bomb was a covert undertaking known as the Manhattan Project. Thus, it is appropriate that Nolan chose a watch honoring individuals who have contributed to the future of America. Ken has no concept of time, while Oppenheimer sees time as his enemy, since it tests his level of motivation to permanently alter the nature of battle. This apprehension extends to everyone involved in his mission, from Kitty Oppenheimer, played by Blunt or Robert's wife, to Lieutenant General Leslie Groves, played by Damon, who is in charge of overseeing the entire undertaking. In keeping with the theme of service, Damon's character mentions Hamilton's military past by displaying a military ordnance model and a Hamilton piping rock with a black dial and enamel bezel, both of which pay homage to the American watchmaker's commitment to serving the armed forces. Although both films used long-standing partnerships to source 3 vintage references from the respective brands for the screen, The parallels between Tag Heuer X Hamilton and Barbenheimer end there. Despite this, the temptation to call Tag Heuer X Hamilton the Barbenheimer of watches this summer is strong. The seasoned director Christopher Nolan used his long-standing connection with Hamilton to find antique items for the J. Edgar movie. Robert Oppenheimer, who is portrayed by Cillian Murphy, is the inventor of the atomic bomb. The movie weaves together scenes from Oppenheimer's early life and career, his work on the Manhattan Project in the 1940s, which developed the atomic bomb, and the ensuing security hearings with Congress and the U.S. Atomic Energy Commission in the 1950s regarding his clearance to work on atomic weapons and alleged communist sympathies, along with the black-dialed Lexington and golden Endicott, both with sub-seconds dials, and from the 1940s. Murphy wore the period-appropriate Cushion B two-handed 1930s timepiece, the brand revealed, while Matt Damon, who portrays Lieutenant General Leslie Groves, wears the Piping Rock and Military Ordonance, both iconic pieces for military men during the era. Emily Blunt, who represents Kitty Oppenheimer, wears the subdued Lady Hamilton A2 in a square case with gold-colored indices and hands. The relationship between Nolan and Hamilton is well known, as is his propensity to manipulate time in his movies. From his 2020 film Tenet, Hamilton provided a variation of the khaki navy below zero. However, his most well-known project with the company was its distinctive Hamilton khaki field pattern. The Hamilton khaki field Murph 42mm was released in 2019, according to the brand, as a result of the watch's subsequent significance to the storyline of this 2014 movie Interstellar. The latter was most recently updated in 2022 in 38mm. Red Carpet Barbenheimer. Barbie marketing mania also became utterly extravagant. Gosling kept up the energy at the world premiere wearing a hot pink Tag Heuer Carrera date. Additionally, the movie's cameo actor Will Ferrell walked the red carpet in an Oris Pro Pilot X400. We refer to it as pink, while Oris calls it a salmon dial. We salute the dedication to color. As we bid adieu to this enchanting journey through the world of Barbenheimer's stylish watches, we are reminded of the timeless elegance they bring to the screen, all serving as a testament to the power of craftsmanship and design in creating unforgettable moments. Just like these watches, our appreciation for beauty and artistry knows no bounds. Thank you for joining us on this captivating exploration, and we invite you to continue celebrating the finer things that make our favorite characters and stories truly come to life. Remember, time may tick away, but the allure of style and sophistication is forever. Until we meet again, may you find inspiration in the details that elevate our world, one exquisite watch at a time. Stay stylish, stay curious, and stay captivated.